Hey everyone, day 61 of trying to improve myself by 1% every day. And today was interesting. So I got up at 5, but then spent 2.5 hours on my phone on YouTube watching YouTube shorts. But then I ran a 5K at my school for an event. And somehow I ran a 23:39, which I did not expect to run. So that's sub 8-minute miles. I didn't expect to run that because my last 5K was like a 27:20. So I knocked off like 4 minutes and it was pouring rain. Well, it was like drizzling, not to be dramatic. But then I spent like a lot more time on my phone today. But then again, I went back online and said, finally, I gotta do something. So I finished up the drop shipping store and I like made it look a little better and started linking the products. And now all I really have to do is finish linking the product, and I have to get the product and make the GIFs and then make the YouTube channel and TikTok channel and Instagram channel and start advertising. So I'm really close to done. All I really need is to make the channels and to actually get the product from Amazon. And yeah, it should be decent from there. But my problem is, we always say like I'd give everything. I'd give anything to be in this place. I'd give anything to achieve my goals. But I don't know if we would, because I say I'd give anything to, I don't know, feel like I have a value in life, right? I die to have value. I die to have a passion like this in life and pursue my passion, which probably isn't right because you would die for something that you'd have to live for. But it's like, you're like, I die for my family. Like, I'd die for my future family if it meant the best for them. But why won't you live for them? Why won't you do everything you must do to build an empire for your future family and make sure they are financially secure and they are getting like a father or a mother that is mentally strong and capable of having a family? And I don't see why I spend all this time on my phone and doing random things when you're like, oh, I'll die for it. But why won't you live for it? Why won't I live for it? And it makes me feel like I have no purpose in life, which just leaves you again like doom scrolling. And yeah, people say be a kid, be a kid. But the thing is, a lot of kids nowadays spend their whole time and their whole day on their phone. That's the same thing I do. And honestly, if this is what being a kid is, I don't want to be. I don't want to live this life that I'm living right now. And when I work, I feel like I'm doing something with purpose, but then I lose the motivation right away and I go right back to my phone. And thing is, if I didn't have my phone, I'd probably be doing things because there's nothing else to do. So I think tomorrow I start putting the phone away and putting the phone down and actually doing things. But then I'm going on vacation on Tuesday. So tomorrow I'll put the phone down and get some work done. And if I put the phone down in a way, I can start reading as well, or meditating, or praying, or cleaning, or learning anything other than being on my phone. There's so many things I could do, but I don't do any of them. So the moral of the story, you have to live for them. You have to live for what you would say you'd die for. What you'd give anything to have, you have to live for it. You have to give everything. And if you don't give everything, then I don't know what to say. And I don't give everything. Even after 2 months of this, I still don't give everything. And I still complain every day. I'm like, why am I not giving my all to improving? And I don't know. And I don't know why. The problem is I just have to start improving. And I've said that since the start. That you just have to start, and starting is the hardest point. Like in a marathon, I haven't ran one. They say the hardest part of the marathon is clearly the last part, right? You hit a wall. You can't keep running. But really, for most people, the hardest part of a marathon is the start, is getting yourself to the start line. Because most people will convince themselves that they just cannot do it, and they will not start. And that is the hardest part. Once you start, it's not always smooth sailing, but you'll get used to it. And it'll be easier than just starting. So starting is the hardest part. And the problem is you just have to do it, and you have to go all in. Yeah, there's balance in life, right? You got to be balanced this, balance that. If you want to be something truly extraordinary, you have to be unbalanced for a little while. It doesn't mean you have to be unbalanced your whole life, but you have to be unbalanced for a little while. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.